Hello everyone, this is Yamin and welcome to AppTech Knowledge. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create a responsive navbar using HTML and CSS. So here you can see we have a logo and a menu option on the right. And this navbar is responsive if we just resize the browser. Here you can see after a certain length, you will see a menu option over here. And if you click it, here you can see the menu appear like this. And if you click it again, it will disappear from here. And let me just make it even smaller, and if I click it again, here you can see, and if I click again, it will disappear. Let me just increase its width, and here you can see that as we increase the width, you can see the menu over here at the top. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create this responsive navbar. So I already create a folder over here, and in this folder I have the index.html and style.css over here, and I already opened it using Sublime Text. Here you can see index.html, which is a basic structure of HTML, and I also have style.css. So let me just say over here in the title we'll say responsive navbar, and in this body part, first of all, we are going to say a nav tag, and let's in this nav tag as well. And in this nav tag we are going to say label, and inside it we'll say logo. And if I save it now, and let me just open it in the browser, let's click index. So here you can see logo over here. So let me just resize it. Let's make it like this, and let's also resize it. And now let's begin our coding again. And here after label, we'll declare a UL tag, and inside this UL tag we are going to mention a couple of li tag. Let me just say over here li, and inside this li we are going to mention a anchor tag. Let's also close this anchor tag, and let's say here href equal to hash, and here in this anchor tag we are going to say home. And if we save it and if we refresh, here you can see home, and let me just copy it, Ctrl C, and after home we are going to say let's say blog, then we'll say let me just paste it 2 times. Now over here I will say about us, and let's say the last one will be news. If you save it and if you refresh, here you can see all of them over here like this. Now first of all, in the head section we are going to say link, and inside this link href we are going to say style.css. So right now we are actually connected to our style.css from our index.html. So now we'll go to our style.css, and here we'll give a start sign, and then we'll give 2-second bracket, and inside it we are going to say margin, it will be 0, and we'll say padding, it will be 0. So save it, and if you refresh you can see all of them like this. So after padding we are going to say text decoration, it will be none, and we'll set list style, it will be none as well, and we'll write one more line which will be box sizing, it will be border box. So save it, and now if we refresh, here you can see that it looks a little bit different right now. Here you can see there is no underscore below the menu. So after this we'll go to index.html, and here you can see nav tag over here. So we are going to first mention the nav tag over here. Well, we'll say nav, and inside this nav we are going to say background, we need to say background color, and we'll say background color will be black, and save it. And after this we'll say height, it will be let's say 70px, and we'll say width, it will be 100%. So if you save it and if you refresh, here we can see it looks like this right now. So you cannot see the logo because logo text color is black. So now let's go to our index.html again, and here you can see the logo. So in this label we are going to mention a class, and in this class let's say the class name will be logo. And now in the style.css we are going to say here dot logo, and we'll give 2-second bracket, we'll say color, it will be white. If we save it and if we refresh, here we can see the logo. Now we are going to say here font size, it will be let's say 30px, 35px, and line height, it will be 70px. After this we'll say padding 0 100 px. Now we'll say font with bold, it will be bold. So save it, and if we refresh, here we can see the logo is different now. Now how to want is that all those menu to be on the right side. So for it, here you can see that we declare a UL tag over here, and inside this UL tag we have all the menu. So here first in the style.css we are going to say UL, and we'll give 2 bracket, and inside it we will say float, it will be right, and we'll also say margin right, it will be 30 px. Save it, and if we now refresh, here you can see all the menu is on the right side. Now let's also do some css for the list tag as well. Here you can see our list tag is inside this UL tag. So we'll say over here UL, then li, then we'll give 2 bracket, and inside it we are going to say display, it will be inline block. If we save it and if we refresh, here we can see the menu is in a single line. Now we are going to say line height, it will be 70 px, and we'll say margin, it will be 0.5 px. Save it and let's refresh. So here you can see it looks like this right now, and if you increase its height, it will be on its proper position. So let's just keep it the way it is. Now after li, we are going to make some style for our anchor tag. So right now we are going to say ul, then we'll say li, and inside li we have our anchor tag. So now we'll give 2 bracket, and inside it we are going to say first we'll say color, let's say it will be gray, and save it and refresh. Here you can see its color changed over here. Now we'll say font size, let's say it will be 18 px, and let's say padding, padding will be let's say 7 and 13 px. Save it and refresh. Here you can see its size is a little bigger right now. So here you can see our basic navbar is ready. Now we are going to make it responsive. So for making it responsive, we need a menu option over here on the right side. So first of all, we'll go to index.html, and here you can see nav, and inside this nav we are going to say input type, it will be checkbox, and we'll remove the name, we'll say here id will be let's say check. Now we are going to mention another label over here, and inside this label we are going to mention I tag, and inside it we are going to say class will be fastfa, then this arrow sign bars. Now this class is actually a font awesome bar, so if you want to use this I tag, then we need to add the font awesome cdn inside our head. So let me just search over here font awesome cdn, and if we press enter, here you can see a lot of link over here. Just go to the first link over here. Here you can see a lot of different version of font awesome over here, and here you can see arrow type option over here. You can see copy link tag. If you just click it, it will be copied, and all you have to do is that paste it inside this head part, Ctrl V, and save it. So if you now refresh over here, here you can see the checkbox over here. You cannot see the this fastfa bar because our background color is black and our bar color is also black. So for it, we are going to say in this level class is equal to we'll say check btn, and let's save it, and here you can see we mention id is equal to check. So over here we are going to say for check. So this check is actually this one. So now we are going to write the css for this class check button btn. So we are going to say over here dot check btn, and inside it let me just first say color, it will be white. Save it, and if you now refresh, here you can see the menu bar over here. So after this we are going to say over here font size, it will be let's say 30 px, and we are going to say here line height, it will be 70 px. So if you save it and if you refresh, here you can see it's a little bit bigger. Now what we want is that we want this to show on the right side. So we are going to say over here float, it will be right. Save it, refresh, here you can see it's on the right So we are going to create some gap over here. So we are going to say over here margin, right, let's say 40 px, and save it and refresh. Here you can see it's a little bit on the right, but how to on, if we take our cursor on this menu, it should show us a hand. So we are going to say over here cursor, it will be pointer, save it and refresh. Now we do not want to show this menu option all the time. It means if our browser is bigger, we do not need to show this menu option. So first of all, we are just going to say in this check button, we are going to say display, it will be none. So if you save it now and if you refresh, here you can see there is no menu option right now. And here you can see there is also a checkbox option over here, and obviously we do not want to show it. And if we go to our index.html, here you can see in this snap, we say input type checkbox. So and here you can see id equal to check. So for id we need to write over here hash check, and inside it we are just going to say display none. Save it and refresh. Okay, the check is gone. Now we want to show the menu over here when our skin size is less than a certain width. So we are going to say over here in the style.css, we'll say at the rate of media, and we'll give two first bracket, and we are going to say here max, this minus sign, we'll say width, and let's say 858 px, and we'll give two second bracket over here. It means if the skin size is less than this on, then it will execute those css. So over here you can see that in this check btn, we mentioned display none. So we are going to say over here dot check btn, then we are going to say here display block. It means if the skin width is less than this one, then it will only show the menu. So if you now refresh, here you can see the menu option. If our skin is bigger, there is no menu, and if we just let me just make it a little bit bigger, here you can see after a certain width the menu appear over here. Now we also do not want to show those menu like this for a certain width. So in this media max width condition, we are also going to say over here ul, and inside it we'll say first of all we'll say position. Let's say position will be fixed, and we'll say width, it will be 100%, and height will be 100 ph. And let's say background color, it will be let's say this one 2c 3e50. If you save it now and if we refresh, let me just we need to give a hash, save it and refresh. Here you can see the background color is different right now. So we are going to now say over here top, let's say 70 px, and we are going to say text align, it will be center. So if you save it and if you refresh, here we can see the text is in the center. Now we'll add one more line which will be left, and we'll say minus 100%. So if you now save it and if you refresh, all those things will be gone to the left side, so we won't be able to see it only for now. So let's refresh. Here you can see all those things disappear. Now what we want, if someone click this menu button, we want to see everything, every menu over here. So the left needs to be 0%, right? So here if we go to our index.html, here you can see that in this input type we mention it is equal to check, and in this level here you can see we said for is equal to check, and inside this level we have our this fast bar, this one. So here since we have this id is equal to check, so over here we are going to say hash check, then we'll give clone, then we'll say check then this sign, I do not remember what this sign called, then we are going to say ul. So we are basically actually calling this one. So if someone click this, it means we want the left to be 0. So now if we save it and let me just refresh over here, and if you click it, here you can see those things appear, and if you click again, those things will disappear. So after this we want to show this menu in a proper manner. So for it we are just going to say over here ul then li, and inside it we are going to say over here display block, and we'll say margin it will be 50 px, and line height it will be 30 px. Save it and let's refresh. Okay, those things looks like this right now. Now let's also do the same thing for our anchor tag. So we are going to say over here ul li then anchor tag. I'm explaining as much as possible so that people do not have any confusion. So in this anchor tag we are going to say over here font size, let's say 20 px. Save it and let's refresh. Let's click over here. Okay, they are a little bit bigger now. Okay, let's create some gap over here. So over here you can see ul li tag. So here instead of 0 we are going to say 50 px then 0 px. So save it and let's refresh. And if you click it over here you can see this looks better right now. So if someone click over here it actually suddenly appears. So we are going to make it look a little bit better. So for it here you can see in this ul we are going to say over here transition, we'll say on s, it means on second actually. So if you save it and let's refresh, and if you click over here, okay, we cannot give any gap over here. Let's refresh and let's click over here again. Here you can see it appears slowly, which looks better. Now let's make it bigger, and over here you can see there is no menu right now. Now let's make it smaller and let's increase its height a little by little. Here you can see the menu disappear after a certain height, I mean the width. And okay, if you click it, okay, everything looks fine. Now let's also just add a background image, and let's make this responsive navbar into a sticky navbar. So for it let me just go back to our code, and here I already have an image over here. So in the index.html, in the body we will say background, it will be my image name is bgimg.jpg. Save it and let's refresh. Okay, you can see an image over here. Now let me just add another image after this navbar. Let me just say over here section, and inside this section we are going to say image tag, and inside this image we will say bgimg, the same image dot jpg. Save it, and let's say inside this section we'll just say style. We are going to say here padding top, let's say here 700 px. Save it and let's refresh. So here you can see multiple image over here. So if we just go down you can see there is no menu navbar at the top. So for it all we have to do is that we have to go to style.css, and then we'll go up, and here you can see nav. Now inside this nav we are just going to say position, it will be fixed. Now save it and now refresh. Now if you go down here you can see the navbar menu always at the top. So this is all about this tutorial. If you like this tutorial then let me know in the comment section, and if you have any confusion then also comment below. I try to make this tutorial as easy as possible. So if you want to support me then please subscribe this channel, and thanks again for watching.